Hello, I'm Gavin Townsend, here today with Chris Cyborg Rice, MMA cage fighter. Nice to see you, Chris. Would you like to introduce yourself to the crowd?
Yeah, as he said, I'm Chris Cyborg Rice. Been on the MMA scene probably for about 12 years now, pretty regularly. Had a couple of little breaks, but you know, most people will know me on the MMA scene. I've also been lucky to fight in Japan as well. Got an opportunity to fight over there, which was a great experience.
And why Cyborg? Why do they call you the Chris Cyborg Rice?
Probably because my style of fighting. I've had a lot of wars, and cyborg is like a robot that can't be killed, isn't it? So I've had a lot of wars. I've changed my style a little bit these days. I'm not as wild as I used to be. But I still think it's a fitting name. I do like the name. I've been called a few things. A few names have been bestowed on me in the past, but this is the one that's really stuck, to be honest.
And have you fought at many other places in the UK, in Japan? Or has it been pretty much the UK scene and the one fight in Japan?
Yeah, mainly the UK scene. One in Japan. I've been down to fight abroad quite a few times. Russia, this, that, and the other. Poland, but unfortunately they fell through. But yeah, I'm always happy to, get an opportunity to fight abroad.
Excellent. And what was Japan like for you? What was the experience like?
It was brilliant. I suppose it's once in a lifetime opportunity, isn't it? Japan itself is, very, very busy. The streets, it's like a beehive. It's absolutely, rammed, and the hustle and bustle is unbelievable. And it's very hot, even up to about 12 o'clock at night. Walking around with a t-shirt on, it's very, very humid.
How many spectators would you have at the fight?
Well, at the Saitama Super Arena, they can have up to 80,000, I think. But on the night that I was there, I reckon there's probably about 30 to 40,000, something like that.
So how did it feel to have so many people watching you?
It didn't really bother me. I didn't feel under any pressure because it was a last minute thing. I didn't really feel any pressure. I was probably as relaxed as I've ever been in any fights. It was a bit of a different experience because over here you've got the fans that knock him out, do this, that and the other. Over there, even though there was 30 to 40,000 people, they are totally silent, and the only time they make a noise is if there's a submission attempt, or someone's getting hit, maybe knocked out, nearly knocked out or something. Then they react, but then other than that, it's total silence. Over here, obviously everyone likes to drink as well, and it's like, do this to him, knock him out. But over there, they don't really drink, and it's total silence.
So it's more of
they're very respectful of that sort of thing, and martial arts is obviously, it's in their culture, isn't it? Most martial arts, that's where it came from, that end of the world.
Absolutely. So what sort of martial arts do you specialise in? What's your favourite sort of martial arts?
I started off basically doing Thai boxing and boxing, so most of my early fights, like I said, were pretty much brawls, and they was like that for a long time. And I think the trip to Japan was where it changed a bit, because I came back from there and the guy was a good grappler, and I thought, right, I'm going to get into the grappling even more. And
so to realise,
over the last couple
more than just fighting with fists.
Over the last couple of years, I've got a lot better at grappling. I think my last 4 or 5 fights have been basically won due to having superior grappling, and I found out it's something I'm naturally quite good at as well. Okay. So.
And what weight are you at the moment?
Well, I'm about 90 at the moment, but I fight at middleweight, which is 83.9 kilograms. But incidentally, for this fight I got on the 16th of December, this tournament, it's a catch weight because there's welterweights and middleweights fighting. So we've got to meet in the middle at 81 kilograms, which is the lightest I've ever had to weigh in at. Right. So I've got
it's quite a challenge.
Well, I think I should do it easy enough. I usually get down to 83, 84 easy enough, so I've got to cut an extra 3 kilos. So
there's 8 guys fighting on that night, isn't there?
Yes, 8 guys, so I'll go hopefully, you know, win the first fight, and then obviously go on to the semi-finals, and then, you know, if you win, you're gonna have to have 3 fights on one night, which is a new experience, because I've only ever had 1 fight on one night.
And what does the winner get?
The winner gets 4,500 quid, which, you know, isn't a great deal really.
It's better than a kick in the teeth, really.
Yeah, that's it.
But in your case,
well, you might get kicked in the teeth. Yeah, it's a good incentive. But,
do you ever worry about getting injured, Chris?
No, I've never ever worried about getting injured. A lot of people ask me this question, but I've never stepped in there and thought, oh, I hope this doesn't happen, or I hope that doesn't happen. The only thing that ever worries me, and probably most fighters, is going out to look a fool, because obviously you don't want to look stupid, and you've usually got a lot of people that, you know, they've come to watch you, and they've heard, you know, you can do this and you can do that, and then you don't want to let people down.
That's you get submissive within the first 5 seconds.
That's it. That's the only thing that you ever think. You don't want to go out there and get caught and make a mistake. And like I said, you got lots of people watching you, and you don't want to let them down, and you don't want to look stupid yourself. So.
No, absolutely. And with this fight coming up, how's your preparation going? How's your training and diet?
Yeah, it's good. I haven't had any injuries or anything like that. Yeah, my diet is probably something that I need to concentrate on a bit more on sometimes. I mean, coming up to the fight, I've got a week left now. Last week I've started eating very clean.
What
can't tell the difference. Well, basically I love to eat chocolate and things like that generally a lot of the time, but fish, vegetables, fruit, and I've stopped drinking tea and things like that, so just water. You know, nothing with too many sugars in or you know, anything like that. So yeah, just as healthy as possible. And obviously, with me having to cut weight, the closer I get, the more I cut the carbohydrates down as well, because that's, you know, what keeps the weight on you. Really, so.
Sure. And what's your favourite all-time submission move?
Probably the Darce choke, really.
And why is that?
I don't know. I think it's because I've got long arms and it suits me really.
Okay. Can you do a demo?
Yeah, I can do. Yeah. Well,
okay. So if we demo towards the camera,
if we're going to do it from standing there, but it's not something I generally do it from on the mat, but for the sake of this, so everyone can see, I'll do it. So you can imagine, your back's against the cage now, and you're trying to get up off the cage.
Yeah.
I could do it from here, where I come underneath the arm. Yeah. So it's coming underneath the armpit, then across your throat, and then this hand here comes onto my bicep, and this comes up here, and then I just squeeze. Yeah,
yeah, I felt it even before he did the squeeze. That's a good one.
It's a lot of the time like you're tapped from the pain rather than it being choked.
Right.
Especially if you can imagine if I'm on top of you as well, and I've got all my weight coming down on you.
Absolutely.
And my wrist then is like digging.
And you're not exactly light either.
No. So
obviously, with all that force on top, you can definitely feel it. And
that's
creep my neck a little bit.
Yeah.
And what other submission moves are there predominantly in MMA?
Well, there's hundreds of
different blocks as well.
Limitless amount of submissions, but generally there's probably, I don't know, about 8 or 10 that are the most popular, I suppose. Darce choke's a good one. Arm bars, one of the most common. Rear naked choke, you know, everyone's seen that. Yeah, they're probably the most common ones.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for the interview today, Chris.
No
and if you'd like to find about Chris online a bit more, please visit his Facebook page, which is
Chris Cyborg Rice is my page on Facebook, or Chris Rice Sprawl and Brawl MMA.
Good. Thank you very much for the interview, and we'll speak to you soon.